I want you to think about this, or at least make a guess at this question that I'm about to ask you. But first, Mr. Beast, you watch his videos, right? Well, if not, he is the most influential YouTuber on the planet now with nearly 500 million subscribers. And in 2025, he made an estimated 85 million US dollars just because of YouTube alone. Crazy, right? So with these four contexts, let's tackle my question. So how much do you think other YouTube content creators make? Now let's assume one who is quite influential here in Singapore, who has 100,000 subscribers. So every video that he or she puts up, right? How much do you think this person will make? $100,000? $50,000? $10,000? Well, when I reveal the answer, I think it would shock you. So honestly, I think one of the biggest beliefs today is that the idea of being a YouTuber is easy money. Like somehow you just turn on a camera, talk a little bit, upload a video, and then money just start coming in. Well, to be fair, right, I understand why people think this way. Because when you scroll through YouTube, what do you see? You see YouTubers flying in first-class seats, staying in luxurious 5K a night resorts, eating at Michelin star restaurants, unboxing gadgets that cost thousands. So it looks like they are getting paid to live a very nice life, right? Well, not exactly. The uncomfortable truth is most YouTubers are not making money. In fact, many of them are either earning very little or they are actually losing money. And this is the part that you don't really see someone talking about it. Because online, right, we just only see the fun and the beautiful stuff. We don't see the struggle behind it, the cost, the time, the uncertainty, all the things that don't look good on the camera. So the question really I want to explore in this video is very simple, which is how much do YouTubers really make? Perhaps you might even want to guess how much I make in my other channel on EBs too. Oh, if you don't know me, right, I run another channel called Learns, where I put up a lot of content on EBs such as this one here. It is still a relatively small channel with 14,000 subscribers, and we have done only about 1.5 million views in the past year. But just to be clear, right, I'm not here to teach YouTube or act like some experts because I'm still learning the ropes to this YouTube thing myself. But with my channel of 14,000 subs and my wife channel who has a smaller subscriber count of 4,000 plus, I've seen a bit of both the sides, meaning I know how you see influencers and KOLs and content creators and probably what you assume they are making. And I've also experienced firsthand the inside reality, which is a lot more shocking and cruel. So let's start with the first few facts, and honestly, I think this already might shock you. There are so many YouTube videos currently, nearly 15 billion of them on estimate, and 500 hours on videos are uploaded onto this platform, not every day, not every hour, but every single minute. And do you know which is the most watched YouTube video on earth? Well, if you have a child below 10 years old, right, you'll probably have watched this video multiple times. Yes, it is Baby Shark at 16 billion views. 16 billion, So with stats like this, it feels like everyone wants to make YouTube videos and make money out of this platform, right? But the actual truth is, very few people actually make money from this platform. So I give you more numbers since you're interested to discover more with me, right? So there are 115 million active YouTube channels today, but only a tiny fraction has more than 1 million subscribers. The number is just 69,000. And when you look at channels with 100,000 sub counts or more, right, the number is just 619,000. Now, in fact, 97% of all YouTube channels have less than 10k subscribers. And if we look at channels with less than 1,000 subscribers, right, it is actually 90% of all the channels out there on YouTube. Meaning, my wife's channel is already in the top 10%, and my EB channel is among the top 3% in the world. Fascinating, right? Well, anyway, before I continue further, right, if you're finding this video interesting so far, would you take a second to click on the like icon and subscribe to this newish channel of mine? Perhaps even leaving a comment on what you think. Because honestly, I think this is one of the topics that not many other content creators, especially those who are doing car videos like me, they don't talk about this. And I think your support, really helps the channel grow. All right, done? Thank you so much. So back to the topic. A lot of YouTubers, right, those who have plans to make money through their YouTube videos, they don't really make any money at all. In fact, most of them, right, they haven't got their channel monetized, meaning they have they have still to reach 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 watch hours. In fact, those whose channels aren't even monetized, right, like this very one which are watching this video on currently, we are actually losing money for every video made and uploaded. But for the sake of answering our original question, right, let's just assume there's this content creator who has built this channel, grown his audience, and even hit 100,000 subscribers. So how much does this YouTuber make? Now, to answer this question, you need to understand how money is made on YouTube. It's not like you watch a video, then YouTube pays that channel a certain amount. It's actually the ads that you watch or skip that determines how much YouTube pays. Now, so roughly, right, very roughly, for every 1,000 ad views, the channel is paid $5. So assuming that viewers watch 2 ads per video, YouTube pays that channel 1 cent. Yes, not $1, not 10 cents, but 1 cent. So for our YouTuber whose channel has 100,000 subscribers, right, it's not really a matter of how many subscribers he has, but how many views his channel gets. So assuming he gets 1 million views per month, okay, which translates to a certain number of ad views, right, his channel is paid roughly $5,000. Yes, $5,000. Well, it can be more or less than this figure depending on the quality of the clicks and of the ads, right, and the genre of the videos that were put up. But it's on a very rough average there. So $5,000, you might think that this is a lot. But do you know how much effort, time, and even money a YouTuber has to put in to get 100,000 subscribers and also getting 1 million views per month? Now, just for context, right, it took me roughly 1 year and 20 videos to get to my first 10,000 subscribers from 800. So on a linear growth, which is extremely unlikely, it will take 200 videos to get to 100,000 subscribers. And how much time and investment do you think it will take to produce one video and ultimately upload that? Well, for those of you who, for those people who DIY shooting with a phone and editing on a free app, right, it probably is only time spent. But most of those videos won't help to get subscribers or even get views. So for mine, on my EB channel, right, each video costs in the low thousands to make because many of them will take 3 days, sometimes even more, to just shoot only, not counting the days needed for pre-production. Meaning to discuss with the dealership on what to do, come up with an idea, write a rough script, talk to the dealership again, rewrite the script as necessary, and then scout for locations for the shoot. And after the shoot, which will take a week, there is still this edit process, which will take that 1 week for our assigned editor to get the final copy out. And I haven't even mentioned the 3 to 4 revisions for the drafts. And then there's the thumbnail design, the copywriting for the description and the scheduling and so on. And I forgot something. There's still the equipment which we are shooting using rather professional gear. There's also the software monthly subscription, the transport, parking fees, and so on. So when we really break it all down, right, the margins are not as big as people imagine. And this is assuming that we are making $5,000 per month, which I am not. That's for 1 million views monthly. I just got 1.5 million for the whole year. So you can calculate how much I am losing for each video that I put up on my channel. So I hope you can understand why I'm always asking for viewers to click on the thanks button in my videos. Because honestly, right, sometimes these contributions from viewers can amount to more than YouTube pays per video. So now, here's where you might be asking, if ad revenue is not that high, then why do YouTubers still want to produce video at this rate? Surely it cannot be that they are waiting for the chance to build their channel to 1 million subscribers before they can start making actual good money, right? So really, this is the part that most people don't see or don't want to see, because for many creators, YouTube itself is not the main source of income, myself included. It's actually the platform that leads to other income for us. Things like sponsorship, brand deals, partnerships, or even our own business, our services, our own services and our own products. Now take my wife's channel for instance, right? She's a real estate agent, and with 4,000 subscribers only, with something like 40 to 50,000 views monthly, she is being paid a paltry $200 to $300 per month through YouTube ads. Not even enough for the cost of one of her videos. But if she gets a deal done because of her videos, right, then it could be in the thousands. And every now and then, she gets a sponsor for her video too. It's not really a lot, but her sponsors pay her a few $100s for a mention of their business in her video. And this is the same for my EV channel too. Sometimes, an insurance platform, a car wash business, or a tire workshop will want to feature their service or product in my videos, and they pay me for the mention. Also, other times, right, a dealership just want to outrightly feature their car, for instance. So they pay a little bit more for the entire episode where I just talk about their car. These are called sponsorships. And there's also paid partnerships where if I can help them sell a car, right, they'll push me a referral fee. And all these things, all these sponsorships and partnerships all add up. But to be honest, right, while these ad payouts, these sponsorships and this partnership money might look like a lot to you, right, I can assure you, for me at least, these are not enough to sustain my business. Unlike my wife's real estate business where her overheads are not high, right, I'm paying for equipment, for monthly software subscription, salaries for 5 staff, and other overheads on a regular basis. So a few $1,000s a month is not enough one. So for me, right, and like many other content creators, YouTube becomes more like a marketing engine. It is that thing that builds attention, builds trust, and then open the doors for other opportunities. Now, for instance, I had the opportunity to share my YouTube journey to a select group of a few dozen people. I was also invited overseas to teach a global brand, and of course, right, I also sell my video production services to other businesses, entities, and brands. Only through all these things, right, can I keep my business alive. So really, when people say that I want to be a YouTuber because it is good money, they are probably only seeing one small part of the picture. They are seeing the outcome and the highlights, like the traveling, the hotel stays, the food, and the gadgets and the cars. But they do not know the painful process and the harsh reality behind it. Because making money as a YouTuber isn't as straightforward as what people think. To get sponsors, right, you need credibility, consistency, and an audience trust. and you don't get all these overnight. It takes a lot of time, mostly years, to build. And this brings me to my personal view on all this. Now, if you're thinking, right, should I consider leveraging on YouTube as a way to earn money? Well, despite all the hard work that you need to put in initially, right, I actually think that this is a very powerful platform that presents a very good opportunity, especially nowadays that it is easier than ever before to make a video. But YouTube is not a shortcut to getting rich. It is really more like a long-term play. It is something that you need to build over time. Sometime, and it's something that compounds. And I think more importantly, right, it shouldn't just be only about the money, because if all you're looking for is to make money, right, then the initial few months or even the initial few years will be very painful. So I am curious to know, after watching all of this, right, do you still think being a YouTuber is easy money, or has your perspective changed? And if you are already creating content, right, or rather, how has your experience been like so far? Let me know in the comments below, okay? Because there are still very few comments here on this channel, and you can be assured that I read all of them. And while you are at it, right, and if you enjoyed this kind of honest, no filtered conversation, right, do subscribe to the channel, okay? I'll be sharing more of this behind the scenes stuff as I move along my YouTube journey, because at the end of the day, I'm still learning too. And sometimes, right, topics like this one, may not be the most exciting. Well, but I think it could be the seed to instill upon you a decision that will change your life in the future.